let's get into the news. The first story of the day is if you had purchased a Galaxy Note 9 or Galaxy Tab S4, or maybe didn't know, you had a chance to redeem a skin for Fortnite. And that is actually coming to an end as of March 7th if you have not redeemed it just yet. So if you haven't redeemed it, you definitely want to. What you basically have to do is play 3 games of Fortnite on one of those devices, and then the 4th time you play it, it's gonna allow you to get that skin already. I already got my skin, so if you're trying to get it from me, I already have it, don't ask. Yeah, so you wanna definitely get that if you have one of those devices by March 7th. And then the other skin for the Galaxy S10, that should be available right now. If you have that device already in hand, or you're getting it today or in the next few days, you should definitely be able to redeem that skin as well. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy S10 unlocked versions and also carrier versions that are shipping from Samsung.com. So anybody that ordered directly from Samsung.com, some, and I stress some, of those orders are starting to be released and shipped out to you guys. Now, what I found out is I had about, I don't know, it's a broad range, 5 to 10 people reach out to me individually, tell me their Samsung.com orders ship. But the one thing I noticed from everybody is that the phones that they have is the 128 gigabyte version of the phone. So if you have the 128 gigabyte version or you ordered it from Samsung.com, it most likely has already shipped out, which is awesome news for you guys. Looks like it's going to arrive on March 6th. So it's only a couple days from now. You're looking at Wednesday that you'll receive the phone. Other than that, it looks like the larger versions of the phone, have it be the 512 or even the 1 terabyte, have not shipped out. I ordered the 1 terabyte from Samsung.com. My order has not shipped at all. I can confirm that. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be a little bit delayed in terms of being shipped out. I would guess I'll probably receive mine. Maybe I'll receive it on the 6th. I mean, maybe these orders are just going to continue to trickle through from the remainder of today, and then everyone will get it on March 6th. I'm assuming mine, since it's probably limited quantity, is probably gonna be closer towards the 8th. It says it's gonna ship on the 8th still, so hopefully it doesn't take that long. I do have an E version coming my way that I purchased off eBay, which is an international version, so I'll have that on the 6th. I know that already got shipped out, so I'll have a video on that at the very least. But yeah, it looks like the larger versions of this phone, storage-wise, have not shipped for Samsung. Other than that, you've already looked at, we talked about this already, T-Mobile and Sprint orders have also shipped out. They're gonna arrive as early as today, the next day, and also Wednesday. So if you get your phone today, send me, like I said earlier, send me a little screenshot of you holding your phone and maybe a little video of what you think of the phone thus far. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the Galaxy S10 and its display. It has been rated as the most color accurate display of all time with an A+ rating from DisplayMate, making it, again, the highest rated display ever. Not a huge surprise. It seems like whenever Apple or Samsung releases a brand new flagship phone, that it ends up taking the title, and the Galaxy S10 Plus is no different. Now, some of the key features are its new enhanced mobile HDR10 display that supports dynamic, meta, and dynamic tone mapping. It means the Galaxy S10 can play 4K high dynamic range content made for 4K UHD TVs. Now, it's not a 4K display, but it can play that content correctly. It also has improved viewing performance. Its night mode blue light filter is designed to change the color balance of the display in order to reduce the amount of blue light produced by the display, which has some recent research indicates can affect how well users sleep afterward. Next up, if you want to play around with the Galaxy S10 but maybe you don't have the money or you're still deciding if you want to buy it, there's actually an app that Samsung has put out that lets you simulate playing with the new Galaxy S10. I'll link the app down below. It's in the Google Play Store. It's free. It's kind of a big app too. I think it's like 800 megs, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to download. But yeah, you can try it out, get the kind of full experience of what it is to play with a Galaxy S10 phone, and maybe it'll make you decide to buy it. And if you do wanna buy one, I do have it linked down below, and you do get a free $130 e-gift card that you could use to either buy the new headphones, maybe another wireless charger, a case, whatever you want with it. And the last story of the day is sure to put a smile on a lot of you guys' faces, especially my face, and that is Good Luck support is back on March 8th. You know, you might say it never left. Well, it had left for people that had the Android Pie / Samsung One UI update, have it be on the S8, S9, Note, whatever, any phone that has it that had Android Pie and S10 will now get support back on March 8th. There's gonna be an update for it that'll allow you to go out there and customize your phone. And if you don't know about it, just like I said, it customizes your phone. It lets you pretty much change almost anything about the phone without applying a theme. Think of it as like almost like a theme builder, and it allows you to change a lot of stuff about your phone, even more than you can with the themes. You can change the way that your recent apps look. Maybe you want it to, you know, look up and down or left and right or whatever you want to do. It tons of stuff. I have videos on how to use it. I'll link some of those videos down below, but regardless, it's a really cool app. It makes the Galaxy phone, especially with customizations, like a step and ahead above almost anything else. So March 8th, support does come back for that. So you're looking at Friday. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is a lot of people are going to be receiving their Galaxy S10 phones today. I know I'm gonna receive mine. I know people from basically almost every carrier are gonna receive their phones today. So if you receive it today, shoot me a little picture with you holding it up and we'll put it up later on either today or tomorrow, showing that stuff off, maybe a little montage of some sort of the video. But yeah, it's I'm excited to get it out for sure. I will be receiving a Galaxy S10e that I purchased off eBay, which has an Exynos processor, and then I have the Snapdragon one as well, which is gonna be the ceramic white in 1 terabyte, 12 gigabytes of RAM, going all out on that thing. The S10e that I also picked up, that's gonna be the yellow. Even though I'm not stoked about the yellow, I thought I'd get it just because it's that's the only color that version comes in. So there you go. I know you guys are stoked, and I know you're gonna write stuff in the comments down below about it anyway, so I thought I'd kick it off today's show with that information. Next up, Samsung is working on two foldable phones, completely separate from the one that's coming out on April 26th. Let's first talk about the one from April 26th though. I guess after you fold it about 10,000 times, which is a lot, but maybe not if you think about you opening and closing it, you maybe 150 to 100 times a day. That's gonna tally up fairly quick. Samsung will actually replace the screen for free. That's the rumor that's going around thus far, is that when you keep opening and closing it, it's gonna create a crease in the middle of the screen, and again, Samsung will replace that screen. And I hope they would for a $2,000 phone when this comes out. It's kind of a disappointment in a way if this ends up being true. It's one of the reasons that the rumors are saying that this phone wasn't fully showed off at the Samsung event in February and at MWC, as well as that they didn't want that information to get out. And obviously it probably would have been open maybe 10,000 times at that point, especially with thousands of people touching these devices. So they kept it in glass. But Samsung said they kept it in glass because they didn't want to take away from the Galaxy S10. Regardless, it's something to think about. If you're thinking about getting that phone, you might want to hold off for the second generation, or if you're fine with getting a screen replacement, if it's needed for free, then go all in. The other two foldable phones that they're going to be working on is, one is like a clamshell design, think old school, flip phone from the, I guess the late 90s and the early 2000s. They're going to be working on another one of those. That's not going to be, I'm not going to talk about that too much because it's only a Chinese product, and I don't even think I have a huge Chinese audience. So we'll kind of just glaze over that one. The other one is more similar to the Huawei Mate X, which is going to be an outward folding design without a screen on the back. So on the foldable Galaxy Fold phone that is coming out, it has two screens. There's one on the back, which you can, a little 4.6-inch one, and then when you open it up, 7.3. This one's going to be more of an outward design, so it's basically going to be nothing on the outer edges, but when you open it up, you'll have that nice big display, meaning that they could potentially put a ultrasonic fingerprint sensor in this device. And this device is supposed to come out after the Galaxy Fold and after the traditional foldable phones. You're probably looking, if this phone comes out at all this year, probably at the end of the year, I would have to guess, maybe even 2020. But regardless, two new foldable phones to make three total for Samsung in the near future. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy Note 10. 10. That's right, Galaxy Note 10 rumors coming in hot and heavy, and this one is about the front camera. Now this comes from a tweet from Ice Universe based off a tweet from Phone Arena. Phone Arena put out a little Samsung Galaxy Note 10 envisioned in hot new renders, and it shows two cameras in the top right. It's a squarish design. It shows an S Pen. It's very similar to what you get with the Galaxy S10 Plus, but if you read his tweet down below, Ice Universe, it says it's almost certain that the Note 10 has only one hole and is smaller. So what he means by that is that you're gonna get a smaller hole in the top right, and it's gonna be only one. You're not gonna get double cameras like you do on the Galaxy S10 Plus. Hopefully the camera can obviously compete with the S10 Plus. I'm assuming it can, if not be better. But if I had to guess, I would guess that the Note 10 and the S10 are gonna have almost identical cameras in terms of quality and what you would expect. So I don't expect too much. I wouldn't worry too much about there only being one single camera on the Galaxy Note 10, but it's food for thought, and it's definitely a rumor, and Ice Universe is usually spot on with his rumors and information. So you're looking at one camera on the front for the Galaxy Note 10. Before we get into the news, Galaxy S10 was released, or at least a lot of people got it yesterday, and a lot of you sent me your photos of it showing you hold it, and I asked you to do that. I'm gonna wait a day or two before I post that in a video. The reason being is because some of the people still haven't gotten their phone, or they will today. So I'll probably wait until Saturday. Friday's usually not a good viewing day, to be honest with you, with views on my channel, so I wanna get the most maximization out of it. So probably will end up being Saturday. Plus it's kind of a lot of work to get all the photos together saved and put them in a video, blah, 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 blah. Also, I got my Galaxy S10 Plus and my S10e. The S10e video will drop tomorrow. The S10 Plus is already out, so if you haven't watched it, make sure you do. Also, today, so far, kind of a slow news day, but let's get into the news. The first and only story of the day is a story we talked about earlier in the week, and it's about Samsung Good Lock 2018 coming out with an updated version, and it looks like that updated version has come out or is starting to roll out, and it's going to be called Samsung Good Lock 2019. So they've updated the name slightly. I checked my phones, I don't have it, even when I go to the Galaxy store, because that's where you gotta go. You gotta go to the Samsung Galaxy store, not the Play Store, the Galaxy store, which is on your phone. And I search for Good Lock, I don't see it. I've checked links that other people have posted, I don't see it. So you can manually install it. I'll put a link down below, and it'll bring you to the Sam Mobile store, and they'll give you a link on, you can manually download and install Good Lock 2018. But I personally don't have. I'm gonna wait probably, or maybe I'll install it, but it's just been so hectic and so busy with getting those two videos out, and doing everything else that I have to do on a daily basis, and then make more videos. I think this is a really hectic and crazy time. But yeah, we will, once that fully comes out, I'll put a video out on it on how you can use it and customize your phone, because that's what it does, is it customizes your phone to another level. I talked about it being a kind of like a themer that you can theme your phone out with, but even more so by customizing it. It's a really amazing, free, cool app that Samsung puts out. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about T-Mobile offering home internet. Now, price, we'll start off with that. They didn't really mention a price. They mentioned less than $80, which is still pretty expensive for home internet. As for speed, initially you're looking at 100 megs. And then this, when's it coming out? You're looking at soon. It's gonna run over their 4G LTE network. And then they said by 2024, if and when the Sprint merger officially goes through and is approved by the government, you're looking at 5G speeds there. Obviously much more fast, a free router with either the 4G LTE and the 5G as well. So if you're looking for home internet, hopefully T-Mobile, if you can't get any internet where you are, T-Mobile can offer that too, or maybe T-Mobile can offer you competitive rates versus what you can get right now with where you live. But home internet coming soon from T-Mobile. Next up, a day one update is coming out for the Galaxy S10 line of phones. It's already available if you're on T-Mobile or Verizon. Hopefully it'll come out soon for Sprint, T-Mobile, and the unlocked phones. But what it does is it fixes the camera, improves camera quality when you take photos and things like that, and also the in-display fingerprint sensor, which is one of the things that I've kind of had an issue with. So the way I kind of fixed my issues, I took that film protector, screen protector off the phone, and now my fingerprint sensor does work ever so slightly better. It's still not amazing, but hopefully this update will fix it even more. I did get the update on my international S10e, but the fingerprint sensor is on the side where the power button is, and that's already worked pretty good, and it actually does work slightly better since the update. So I'm waiting for this update. If you do have the update, let us know if you've seen improvements in the camera and in the fingerprint. If you've been looking forward to purchasing the Samsung Galaxy Buds, today is your day. I've already done a review on these. They're really, really cool headphones. If you have not seen that review, check it out. It's linked down below. And what it is all about, these headphones are completely wireless. Actually, I have them right here. They come in this little charging case that'll power them up as well. They can charge wirelessly. They're real small. They're cool. They sound pretty good. And overall, they're just a neat little headphone. They come with the Galaxy wearable app. You control everything through that. And again, they work breezefully easy. And again, if you want to pick them up, they are available right now. I'll link them down below. They're $129.99. It looks like from what I saw on the website, you can only purchase them in black. I have them in white. They should also be coming out in yellow as well. So if you want to pick them up now before they sell out. And the last story of the day is not really a story. It's really to show you guys off that have received your Galaxy S10 phones. Here's a little montage of what you can see with other people holding their phone. Besides that, question of the day before we show the little montage is, what is your one gripe about the new Galaxy S10 phone? Let me know in the comments down below. For me, it's been the fingerprint sensor. It's not as smooth as I wished it would be. Maybe this update will fix it big time, but let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace! Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the OnePlus 7. A retailer has leaked the phone for the OnePlus 7, a photo and the specs. Now, the photo we've kind of seen before. It's going to have a pop-up camera at the very top with nothing else on the display. There's no camera cutouts, there's not a notch, it's just all display. As for the specs, you can see 6.5-inch AMOLED screen. It's probably going to be 1080p plus. Again, I would have to guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be. Snapdragon 855. You're going to have triple rear cameras, 48 megapixel, 20 megapixel, and 5 megapixel. The pop-up front camera is going to be 16 megapixel selfie camera. As for RAM, you can get up to 12 gigabytes of RAM or 8 gigabytes of RAM. Storage, you're either going to get 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage. Probably, most likely, because they've never done it before, no micro SD card support. 4,000 milliamp battery, which is pretty good. 44 watt super fast charging, so this is gonna charge really, really fast. And then you're gonna have Oxygen OS 9 base on top of Android Pie. Now, if that price that they show, $569, is going to be the price, it's gonna be the base version of the price of the phone, and they could probably add $100 or maybe even slightly more to the cost of this after that. So you're probably looking at under $700 for this phone, which again, if you're getting this phone, with those specs, that's an amazing price. Really, really good price. But yeah, looks like that's gonna be the OnePlus 7 when it comes out in the next month or two. Next up, if you're looking to buy the Samsung Galaxy Fold, there will be cases coming out. Spigen already had cases coming out. We've shown that off in the past. And it looks like Samsung will as well. We know at least one will be a leather cover for the Galaxy Fold. So if you're into leather, you're gonna be able to get an official Samsung case. As for price, we don't know, but it probably will be expensive. As you know, most Samsung accessories are fairly expensive. So you're probably looking at $60, $70, maybe even more for this, just because it's kind of like a specialty item for this. So yeah, Samsung Galaxy Fold leather cases, baby. If you just purchased a new Galaxy S10 phone, or you're gonna get the Fold or the new tablet, which is gonna be the Galaxy Tab 5e, you will be able to get 4 free months of YouTube Premium, which allows you 2 things, basically, at least what I use it for. Commercial-free YouTube, so you won't see any commercials on your YouTube, none at all. It'll just play straight video, which is awesome. I use it. I'd be lost without it. I really like it. And then the other thing is you do get music with it. So if you want like Spotify type music, like that kind of subscription, it comes with it. So you actually get 2 things for the price of one. It's only $11.99 a month, and you get 2 awesome services with it. This is available right now if you have one of those devices. And the last story of the day is about Samsung and Spotify. They are giving you 6 months of free subscription to their premium service. If you want it, you do have to get a new phone, with especially a Galaxy S10 phone. The thing is, even though you're getting that 6 free months, it's only for new customers, by the way, but regardless, Spotify is going to come pre-installed with Galaxy devices. I don't know if it came pre-installed with mine because I already have Spotify, but it looks like if it's not, it soon will come pre-installed on your Galaxy device. It doesn't matter if it's unlocked or a carrier version, Spotify will come with it eventually, and maybe even in a future update, if it's not already pre-installed right now, that device or that app is going to be on your device. So if you don't have Spotify, you're gonna have it. If you already have it, then obviously you're just gonna have it. And unfortunately, probably won't be able to uninstall it, which is kind of a bummer. Just another app thrown into the mix. That's the great thing about Apple devices is Apple doesn't come with, I mean, it comes with pre-installed Apple devices, but it doesn't come with pre-installed other apps. And it's by time that Samsung and any other carrier on Android doesn't do this as well. It's like a PC game. So basically the reason they do this is that these companies such as Spotify or whoever, if these apps come pre-installed in your phone, they're giving Samsung or whoever's putting it on their phone a little bit of money. Pennies probably, 50 cents or $1 per app on a phone or whatever the price is, and it allows them to get a little extra income. And on the other side, obviously, like, such as Spotify, it allows them to get more potential customers. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the Galaxy S10 and the amazing pre-order sales that it's getting here in America. Now, as you can see right here, it says Samsung Galaxy S10 pre-orders break record in US. Now, we don't have exact numbers, but I guess this is coming from a Samsung spokesperson. They also went on to say that power users lead the pack in the US, with the Galaxy S10 Plus accounting for over 57% of pre-orders. That does not shock me that the S10 Plus is the best-selling version of the S10 that's out right now. The S10's kind of, the regular S10, the one in the middle, it's kind of a weird thing. It's, 6.1 inches, which is a fairly big display. But if you want a big display, why not go up to 6.4? Also, the battery's not as large as the 6.4 inch one. I just feel like the S10's kind of one that people won't buy at all. I can see why you might want to buy the S10e. It's cheaper, a lot cheaper. It's also a smaller screen, and I think that makes sense. And then S10 Plus, obviously you're getting everything. 3 cameras on the back, 2 on the front, bigger battery, bigger display. It's just a bigger phone, so I can see why people would want that overall. But yeah, S10 Plus, best-selling phone. Again, doesn't shock me at all. I have the S10 Plus, the 1 terabyte, 12 gigabyte RAM one, and then most of the pictures that I've been seeing from you guys, I think every single one of them was like an S10 Plus, so not a shock at all. What do you guys think? And the last story of the day, take it with a complete grain of salt, because I've never heard of this guy. I picked this information up through the Android Reddit site, and this is what the tweet says from this guy. Now, his name's Star Universe, think Ice Universe, but this guy's Star Universe, and its tweet says, Samsung will launch a cost-effective flagship phone this year. The price will be lower than the price of the Galaxy S series, and then he has a bunch of hashtags. Now, it's somewhat believable. I can see Samsung wanting to get a lot more market share back, especially when people aren't buying his phones as fast as they were Will this phone come out with America? We don't know. Will it come out, only in certain countries? We don't know. We really don't know anything about what this tweet says, but the reason I wanted to bring it up is a cost-effective flagship phone goes against a OnePlus phone. Now you can say the S10e goes against the OnePlus, but kind of doesn't. It's a smaller display. I mean, it has a lot of better features in terms of the camera's better. The display looks better. The speakers are better. It's water resistant. There's things about it that are better, don't get me wrong, but like just size-wise, it's not the same phone. So I can see maybe Samsung putting out a phone, Snapdragon 855, maybe 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 or 64 gigabytes of storage, knocking some of these things down, but things that maybe people don't care about or things people don't really need, and getting into that $500-600 price range, that's pretty big. We're definitely going to keep our eye on this to see if that matures into some real news. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to new videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, does Samsung need a mid-level costing flagship phone? Let me know in the comments down below. And what's the proper price? We'll see you down the road.